Are you planning on starting Social Security this year? Well, I've got the basics. 3 things you need to know about Social Security, that and more coming up. My name's Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. Social Security is wildly complicated. You're familiar with the term, you've been paying the taxes, that 4-letter F word, your entire career, and oftentimes we want to make it simple. Just, okay, when I retire, I'm turning it on. Well, you've got to understand all the nuances. You've got to understand how it works, and all of that feeds into the big decision of how should you optimize Social Security? For your specific situation, is it best to draw it immediately? Is it best to wait until the January of the next year? Is it best to wait until later on and delay Social Security until full retirement age, or maybe even all the way until 70? There is no one size fits all. Emotionally, we all want to draw it early. I get it. They've been collecting the tax. You've been paying into it. You have no guarantees the government's still going to be there. You have no guarantee that you'll still be there. So all of the emotions, I get it, and you do need to consider those. However, you also need to crunch the numbers. You need to take a look at your specific financial situation and say, how would you optimize it? What makes the most sense for you? And part of that is understanding how Social Security works. In this video, we're just going to hit the basics. Just 3 basic things. Say that you've already done all that planning work with your certified financial planner and you're on the doorstep. I'm drawing Social Security this year, or I'm drawing Social Security within the next 12 months. Well, what are just the basics? What do you need to know? I've got 3 things. First, how you enroll. Now, several years ago, it used to be you'd make an appointment. You'd stop into your local Social Security office and sit down with someone and go through the questions and they will sign you up. Not anymore. Oftentimes, you're going to enroll in Social Security online, SSA.gov. They recently even changed the login information. So if you previously had a login to SSA.gov, now there's a few more components, hopefully, to help with your, making it secure, but they've also made it a little more complicated, a little more cumbersome. Most people are going to enroll in Social Security online, and that's where the Social Security Administration is really going to direct you. They are still allowing you to set up an appointment and enroll in Social Security with the help of someone else, but they're going to guide you to do that over the phone, a phone consultation. In some rare instances, in some communities, you may still be able to set up an appointment and meet with someone face to face. But most of the time, you're going to be enrolling in Social Security online. When should you do so? Well, technically, the window to start enrolling in Social Security is approximately 4 months before you'd get your first payment. We often tell people, just to make sure, just in case you get a little bit tripped up, I would probably go in and enroll 2 to 3 months before you want your first Social Security check to start. Second thing you need to know, basics again, of Social Security. If you're ready to draw, all right, when am I going to get my first check? When am I going to get my payment? Do I get to pick? I want it on the 15th. I want it on the 1st of every month. No, you've got that flexibility when you're drawing money out of your IRA, but Social Security is rigid. Take a look at this. This is the schedule. What day were you born? Not month, not year, what day? And if your birthday is between the 1st and the 10th, then your Social Security will be sent to you on the 2nd Wednesday of the month. If your birthday is between the 11th and the 20th, then your Social Security check will be received on the 3rd Wednesday of the month. And if your birthday is the 21st or later in the month, then you'll receive your Social Security on the 4th Wednesday of the month. So that's the schedule. This is important so that you can plan cash flow. Oftentimes people will take a look at this and then the supplement income, they'll say, well, I want to stagger it and treat it similar to how your income was while you were working, where you've got, maybe a paycheck every 2 weeks, something like that. So if you're going to receive your Social Security, let's say on the 3rd Wednesday of the month, you might want a withdrawal out of your IRA to be deposited on the 5th of every month, or maybe on the 1st, like earlier in the month. Maybe if your birthday is the 2nd and you're going to get your Social Security on the 2nd Wednesday, maybe you want a supplement out of your retirement accounts on the 25th of the month, or maybe on the 30th of the month, something like that. And so also note when it comes to, well, when am I going to receive my check? your Social Security check is going to be direct deposit. And you're going to want to, when you enroll, you're going to want to have your checkbook or your routing number and bank account number handy so that you can input that information so that there's no issue with depositing your check directly into your bank account. And then the third thing that you need to know about Social Security right as you're signing up, right after you've made all the complicated analysis and decisions on when to start, now you're ready to sign up. The third basic thing you need to know is how Social Security is taxed. And I'm saying this is basic because I'm just sort of skimming the waves of what you need to know as you're starting Social Security. And we see oftentimes people get on Social Security as they enroll. There's not a question that I've seen working with clients, not a question where they say, do you want to withhold taxes on your Social Security? No. They make it very, very difficult. And so oftentimes people are so focused on getting their income set up and finally getting that first Social Security check, they don't even think about the potential tax consequences. And therefore, in that year that you enroll in your Social Security, you think everything's going along just fine. Then you do your taxes and wham, you get a big tax surprise. So third basic thing you need to know about Social Security in the year that you're turning on is how is it taxed? Social Security can be taxable, but it depends. All of your other income sources, so IRA withdrawals, pensions, interest income, capital gains, dividends, all of your other income, plus half of your Social Security. That equation, whatever that number results to, if that number is more than $32,000, and you're married filing jointly, then some of your Social Security is going to start being taxable. If that number, all of your other income plus half your Social Security, is less than $32,000, your Social Security won't be taxable, and you'll be just fine. But if it's above $32,000, or if you're single, it's above $25,000, then some of your Social Security starts landing on the taxable side of your tax return. The higher your income goes, the more of your Social Security gets added to the taxable side, up to, if your income is high, then 85% of your Social Security will land on your tax return. Oftentimes, when you say that, people think, I have to pay 85% tax on my Social Security. No. Just 85% of your Social Security income will be taxable. So for example, if your Social Security income is 10 grand, if you're in that maximum tax situation, $8,500 of that 10 grand is going to be taxable to you. And if you're in the 12% tax bracket, then 12% of that 8,500 is going to be the actual tax. So you need to understand that. And if you're looking at that equation saying, yeah, those numbers are kind of low. Number one, you'd be right. Since they put those in existence, they've never changed them. Those have been the rules. Those have been the thresholds. But if you're looking at that saying, yeah, my Social Security is going to be taxable, then you're going to want to have a plan for covering the taxes. You can withhold on your Social Security, but you have to fill out a special withholding form you can download online. Like I said, I'm waiting for a client. I'm waiting for someone to tell me, oh yeah, when I was enrolling in Social Security, a page popped up, the question said, do you want to withhold taxes? And great, I was able to answer it right there. I haven't seen it. No one's told me that it exists. It's almost like the Social Security Administration wants you to believe your Social Security will not be taxable. It might be. And you might want to withhold taxes filling out a separate form working with your certified financial planner. That's where your CFP not only is going to help you strategize and optimize when to draw Social Security, they're also going to be strategizing for your tax plan and your tax picture and will help you determine, should you withhold taxes on your Social Security? If so, how much? Or will you cover the taxes in a different way? Okay, those are three of the basics, three of the things that you need to know about Social Security if you're enrolling, if you're signing up for Social Security right now or within the next 12 months. But there's a lot more that you need to know. Work with your certified financial planner on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or send us an email, info@korhorn.com. All right, there you have it. Go on, take your next wise step in your financial life.